And we're back to play more fucking Final Fantasy. Okay, looks like everything should be set. Let's do this. Load times are a little high. Well, I guess it is Friday. Ugh. Jesus. Fuck's going on? It's Dynamis! Come on! Nobody's trying to get on this server. It's 14ing time. Don't spin the wheel. I just started. Don't do this. No, it's not wheel time. Please, I want to progress. Just let me get out of the realm reborn. If you wish to... If you leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you to find closure. You know, that makes me more scared. I feel like the moment Praetorium's over, it's like I'm just gonna fucking look over and see you immediately redeem a spin. Actually, hold on. Is it just a Realm Reborn, or is it also the post-patch? Okay, alright. So I have a chance. Damn it! As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the Lich Yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hells don't know what, don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I see you round here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the Lich Yard out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. What? What? Was that guy getting paid to do this? Why am I doing it for free? I'd feel sad about this, but, like, we didn't know any of these fucking characters. Case in point, they don't even have names. It is interesting, though, like, to see, like, just how, like, more willing they were to kill off characters at the start of Final Fantasy of 14. Like, I feel like now it's like I remember that they once were on screen. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4-in-1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. You know, that's a good point. How the fuck did we carry 4 people at once? We just, like, what, dogpiled them 2 and 2 on both shoulders and just firemen carried them across the way? Yeah, but it's like, it is crazy to me, like, just how much more, like, willing they were to kill off characters, like, because just in, like, 14 and, Heaven's Ward alone, I mean, there's so many characters that are, you know, important and memorable and people liked that die. Like, what was the last big character death we had? Like, player side, friend side. I know, but those swings were great. That's fair. That is fair. I kind of feel like the game is sort of at a point where it feels like yeah, no, not you. The VTuber fan? No. Left nut, right nut. I don't know. Like, the last quote-unquote big death we had that I can think of off the top of my head was fucking Papa Limo? Like, does that even count? Did anyone even give a shit about him? Oh, yeah, people really care about Chaozu a ton. He's the most important character. I mean, Yamcha at least got memed for being a fucking sandbag on the Z-Force. But, Chaozu? Yeah, Yeah, no, Chaozu doesn't really do much of shit, huh? Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solus. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so they might mourn her in accordance with sylphic traditions. What if I just, like... What if the Warrior of Light is just like, hey guys, I don't have time right now, and he just fucking, like, basketball just, like, yeets Araxia at the Elder. It's like, thanks, take care of this for me? Okay, bye. This one is surprised to see the walking one in Little Solus. How can these ones assist walking one? Here is a dead body. Neuraxia, but this one does not understand. Komuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking one has returned to Little Solus, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Dead body. Neuraxia, how did this happen? You explained everything to this one at once. They died. So not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. No, that gunshot put her down clean. I mean, not really, because she was there agonizing on the ground for a couple hours till I got there. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands justice. Imperial ones must pay. Imperial ones must suffer. Kill them all. Only good Imperial is a dead Imperial. Stack 'em high, I say. Whoa. Kabuxio, no. Total Imperial death. We thank you for your service to the church and to the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends, so I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Belxarden. Go inside and lay down and forget your dreams. Wait, hold the fuck up. There's no way. Why does it... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. There's no way the level 45 gear is worse. I'm not imagining it, Bog Zardan. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I'm under observation. This feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. I feel like I can sense a Red Ranger masturbating furiously in the bushes. This glowing headstone seems safe. Above! It wasn't! You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods! I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please, allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Iliad must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. But for now, I'll just have to come for myself. What? Now, like, heavens forfend that such a thing could happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? He had a big name tag that said Garlean Man. This is Garlean steel, which means that man who was watching Marquise was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. They can teleport, you know? Oh no.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Hey,
At ease,
Alphino.
adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
Really now?
You are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Did he just, like, randomly go into, like, an Italian accent there?
Wait,
Oh, coming.
Hear me, Sid.
Oh, it's a big one.
Eorzea needs you.
Here. This is your cock and ball torture device.
Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right.
What is this fucking accent? It's like grammatically correct Italian Yoda.
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
I can't get over it.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Mm.
Who are you?
Useless for several more patches.
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
I don't know, some of them might have AIDS.
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Gasp!
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
I have an airship? Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Uh-huh. I've got to hammer this out real quick. Yes, good. You found the claws.
Let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
I love how, like, every single time it's like, let's go, let's anything else. But no, every time it's always come. Come.
They need my airship. They need me.
Sure we do. Hey, I learned Dragon Kick. Okay, well. Kind of want to do the level 50 quest, but I can do that in a second. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. Defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Boxarden. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much there is to it, but there is a tale known as the Final Flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gobu Wall of Wulda. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Korthos. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Korthos. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have record of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray, look after yourself and Sid, Boxarden. The plot requires you to continue being competent. Unfortunate. I think I will go do the last monk quest. Because I gotta go to Fogguard anyway, so I've gotta be teleporting around. What the fuck am I going? It's right there by the Aetheryte. What am I doing? Why am I so stupid? No, wrong again. It's the Goldsmith Guild. Jesus Christ. What am I fucking doing? Mwahaha, my theory was correct. Correct, I tell you! This will be the greatest academic breakthrough of my lifetime, perhaps of all lifetimes. I shall spare you the details of my experiment, as you are not like to comprehend their significance anyway, and proceed directly to the all-important conclusion. The announcement of my theory before a council of my peers was met with thunderous applause. And to think I owe it to a vacant-eyed adventurer and a simpleton monk, both you and the Pugilist Guild that sent you are due a debt of gratitude. Speaking of the monk, where in Eorzea has the semi-literate oaf wandered off to? Can you, like, go 2 seconds without insulting people? I took note of his attendance among the spectators at the conference, but he has yet to present himself and offer his congratulations. Ah! What have I done? Boxarden, I fear the words I offered may have driven Wittergelts to attempt the insane. I analyzed the ethereal waves of your bodies second by second. I was able to isolate and identify those of the final ethereal regulation mechanism, the so-called 7th chakra. From that, I was able to find the land which was most likely to resonate with those waves. Silver Tear Falls. I went to the site myself to investigate, and it was there that I made my great discovery, the discovery of the century. It occurs to me that you shall never accomplish such a feat of the mind, Boxarden, and I find myself pitying you, but I digress. Do you not see what I have done, Boxarden? I told him precisely where he must go to unlock the 7th chakra. He's given his life to the fight to reclaim Alamigo from the Empire. More than anything, he desires the power needed to achieve that end, the power to combat the might of all Garlemald. Any fool can see that. Almost. Any fool can see that he imagines the seventh chakra to be that power. Yet battling the Empire on such terms will only result in another tragedy like that which befell Alamigo. I pray you do not mean to follow him in this fool's crusade. He has gone to Silver Tear Falls in Mordona. I am certain of it. You must go, Belxardan. You must stop him. My words will not sway him, just as they could not sway my son. Perhaps yours will. My son was also stupid as fuck. Poor dumb bastard, I miss him. Did I never attuned to that. Of course I didn't. Well, I guess I'm going to fall Gourd anyway. So might as well do the MSQ here while I'm standing about. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Corthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifart. Fort. No, Vortifart. It's Vortifart now. I don't care. Florin tells Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Don't worry about it, bro. What level quest am I on now? 36. You've come in search of Vortifort? Then well met, for you have found him. And my stench. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Kurthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Carjanau, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the Spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kurthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. I miss having the fast mount speed. I suppose I'll go here first. Whenever a quest gets to like Dragon Head, I'll just get the Aetherite there and then move on. Ludavoy. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd. Absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the Observatorium. Yeah, the Ishgardians are supposed to be French douchebags, right? Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Hit the bricks, bitch! Pylone, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. It's more Italian, whatever. And where is the This is that knight I sent out on patrol. He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Steppity, 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 step, step, step. I see. Get up, idiot! If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were true, were mistaken. But this confirms the worst. I'm just gonna give up on it. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. That's a stupid-looking hat. The gentleman come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludavois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort up above. Keep going up the fucking tower, yeah. So high up. Why? No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between South-run nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamol. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guliam. Guliam. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship, last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snow can come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Okay, I was not aware you aided House Durandair in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Well, fuck you too! You pointy-headed asshole. You there, sir. I cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okay. Fast way down the stairs. Go! Go! Okay, well, feels a little out of the way. So I'm gonna go towards Dragonhead first. Get that, get the 8th right unlocked, and then I'm gonna go and finish the rest of the, monk quest, I think, if I can. Bum, 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 bum. You know, I remember when Heaven's Ward first came out, and I think it was something like I don't even know. It was so ridiculous, though. It was like the entire server, because, you know, the new job started at level 30 in Ishgard. So everyone and their mother was just running around Korthus, just collecting all of the different fates. Myself included. I was also one of those lunatics, because we all wanted to go into the new expansion with the new jobs. And it was such a fucking nightmare. Like, shit was lagging so badly. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're fine. You have to be a little careful in Mordona because there's... enemies are all level 50 here. Can beat the shit out of me if I'm not careful. Oh, never mind. Wow, it's right there? Oh. Well then. Hooray. Claim the power of Garlemald? Fools. Power outside your own cannot be trusted. You had no hope of defeating me. Oh yeah? The seventh chakra swells within me. Soon it will open. When it does, the Empire will burn. The power of Magitech, the power of Garlemald, they are nothing. Alamigo fell to these? Avast, ye fuckboy. Ah, brother, you are late. But perhaps that is best. I have just attended our Garlean guests. I wanted us to be alone. Eric was right. This is the place. You have come. Our chakra beat as drums. Do you not feel it, brother? Beat your chakra with me. Living in constant fear of death, struggling to stay warm enough to sleep, eating crumbs to fight hunger. Garlemald took everything away from Alamigo. They left us nothing, not even our pride. Look to the craven teacher. He is proof of the truth I speak. I will reclaim it, all of it. But I need great power to do so. That power rests in the seventh chakra. I made you a promise. I have not forgotten. The fifth and final piece. It is yours to claim, but only if you defeat me. I told you when we first met, we monks seek sacred ground. Where we train, that is how the chakra are opened. The teacher told me himself, this is where the 7th chakra opens. This is my sacred battleground, the ground of battle between you and me. Your strength has peaked. Through it, mine will grow. Do not despair. Your death will have purpose. It will be for Alamigo. Rejoice, brother. You shall die a martyr. Bitch, please! Oops. Seventh chakra, yours has begun to open. But only one can, and it will be mine. The future of Alamigo depends on it. Got him. Magical aura you got don't mean shit. So close. Why? Why will you not yield your power for the greater good? Skill issue, bitch. Stay back. This power is mine. The others of Eorzea ignore our suffering. Why should I care for their lives? Why should I care for yours? I must have that power. I must protect my people. Alexardan, that power. Shit. That light, never have I seen any like it. Is this the opening of the 7th chakra? Fascinating, simply fascinating. You have no mind for study, but your gift for fieldwork is extraordinary indeed. Why? Donkey punch! Why did you strike me? Silence, you bloody fool, you oaf, you idiot! I would strike you 1,000 times more if it did not pain my hand so. Next time I shall bring a stick. Bugger, opening your infernal chakra and open your bloody ears for once. Sid Garland of the ironworks that bear his name once wrote that these silver tier falls lie at the center of our world. Our world is round and we live on its surface. Even you should see then that he did not speak of a center in the physical sense. I am no astrologian, nor a biologist, but I have studied enough of the various sciences to say this. The vital energy of Hydaelyn, that which is called ether, is one and the same as the life force in which your monks believe. As the center of our world, these silver tier falls are connected to what you call chakra in an inexplicably profound way. We all share in the same existence. We are neither separate nor distinct from the world. Our energy and its energy are one. At times that energy may wreak havoc and destruction, but it plays a far grander and more significant role. Dynamis. To bring forth life as part of this world, you must endeavor to do the same. You sought only to gain power by force. In that you are no different than the very Garleans you seek to destroy. Is this what you truly wish to be? You speak pretty words, but would you speak them to our people, to every soul who has suffered? To children with empty bellies, to wives made widows? Yeah? every last soul among them, even if they failed to grasp their meaning as you do now. I would and will speak those words until they are understood. Long have I studied the history of this realm's wars. If there is aught I have learned, it is that there is no future for Eorzea should her people struggle and vie for power without considering the consequences of their doing so. With great power comes great responsibility. To seize the former and deny the latter is to beget despair. That's why you can't be Spider-Man, bitch. The duty we owe to one another, and to this world as part of it, is to use what power we possess to deliver a future full of life, not death. Can you truly not see the right in this? I can't be Spider-Man? Can I be Batman? No. You have done the realm, indeed the world, a great service, Balxarden. As a scholar, as a teacher, as an Alamegan, as a man, I offer you my deepest thanks. Not long ago, I spoke with a man, an Alamegan. He too was of the Resistance. He asked me a simple question: why do I fight? I did not hesitate. I did not think. The word came of its own will: revenge. He said revenge is in all our hearts, that it is the most common of reasons, the easiest, and the most dangerous. I did not think on it then. Perhaps now I should. I thought of nothing else, but you thought of me, brother. You and the teacher. For that I thank you. Oh yeah, here's your gear. I was holding it up my ass. Oh, he literally just gave us his shirt. I made a promise. I will keep it. The 5th piece is yours. It is meant for you, for one whose 7th chakra is open. It's really gross, by the way. It smells bad, and it's just covered in sweat. Alamigo fought to protect itself, to protect all Eorzea from the Empire. And yet we are despised, ignored, worse, we are forgotten. Even so, the teacher preached peace. For a long time I did not understand. I hated him for it. Alamegans are a proud people. This pride is strong in me. And in the teacher, it was in his son. He fought in the Resistance, yet it cost him his life. He too cursed his father for being a coward. I wish I could speak to him. I wish I could tell him this is not so. Farewell, brother. May Ralger watch over you. There they go. Huzzah! Oh, it's just straight up better versions? Oh, wow. Well, now I'm suddenly much stronger. I do really need to get some accessories, though, that aren't just doo-doo butts. I have level 1 rings and shit. Oh right, I can just teleport back to Dragonhead. Just go from there. God, why is the monk armor like a limeade green? I want to put this on a different square. That's fine. Hello there, Mr. Astrologian. Worry not. I am here. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamned birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do is to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. I have to go die. In the woods. Alone. Wait, how did he just was able to just walk away like nothing happened? What the fuck? I gotta go all the way back up, don't I? Of course I do. Alright, Josiah. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for their official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Wonderful. Eee. Broke my knees. Huh? Oh, okay. Portelaine. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. In introduction to the other high houses, I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? That seems stupid, but sure, why not? Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenhart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Okay. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things will make me fight something. So, if I understand this properly, I can do this to do that. And basically alternate between those to do a shitload of damage. Yeah, okay. Although, this increases the potency of Snap Punch. but it's a guaranteed crit. Where this is not. So I think this is still right. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God's bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last... Ah, but wait, the chest over there. Looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. That low polygon box. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halenhart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halenhart. The other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Motherfucking heretics! Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halenhart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of Edelweiss. He will know you for a friend. Now go. Yep. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? That's so stupid. I see Sir Carolo has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Corthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. They're gonna kill you. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Horsefont of, my boy! House Four Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. It's crazy to think that Horsefont gets introduced here. I mean, it's not. We've been dealing with the Ishgardians for a bit. But it's just crazy to think like how far back his importance goes. I mean, hell, he's the only reason we were able to really get into Ishgard in the first place. This is kind of fun to go back through the story again, because, like, you know, I didn't, like, skip through it the first time I went through, but it's also been a really long-ass time. It's kind of fun to reminisce on all this stuff. There he is! Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Carthus, before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartnau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady Nini? Of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravlin of House Halenhart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he would be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Zemael. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. It probably makes sense to get the other two first, and then I can just teleport back here. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Horshaphon? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy... Jesus, my brain. Have thrown House Halenhart into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Oh god. Gotta sneeze, but it's like stuck. Why does this keep fucking happening, man? Ugh. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Horshafont's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guliam arrived in Korthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Horshafont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Okay. Fuck you too. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one in House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Haylenhart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Why did I... whatever. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Korthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north toward the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Huh. Well, Steel Vigil isn't for a while, right? It's level 41, I believe? Isn't it? Who goes there? Balgzardan? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Alone be praised, you did it. But what of the others? The 3 knights who accompanied, where are they? I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Curse those fiends. It's as if they knew we were coming. unfit knight. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Halenhart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? Ugh. We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Halenhart will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halenhart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. We could fast travel back, but it's right there. I think it's fine. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guliam has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Why the fuck am I getting dragged into any of this? As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself discovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across courses, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Okay. Level 38, we're almost in the 40s. Oh my god, I just passed right by it. Yeah, someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Halenhart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them would work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine after all. Most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, and maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Font today. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halenhart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. No, I didn't. Boy, that sure is a lot of dildos for those hot upperclassmen. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight in White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Horshaphon, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. Ah, but more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that there is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halenhart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Haloni that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halenhart were heretics. At last we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations. Wait, what? We can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. It's a weird way to phrase things. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Jesus. Ah! What is it, my child? Lord Horshaphon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gilliam presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witch Drop even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh. Okay. Yeah, because that makes it better, you fucking lunatic. They have taken Lord Francel to witch drop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Belxardan, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to witch drop to forestall the proceedings until such a time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guliam in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Aye aye, Capitan. Hail, Balxardan. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Joacin Charlemagne Francel de Herlenhard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Four Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Wow. So they do just have, like, fucking straight-up witch trials in this. If you are telling the truth, you will kill yourself, and if you don't kill yourself, then we will kill you. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Horshaphon. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Horshaphon has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere with legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Kill! I learned this from Warhammer 40k inquisitors, who cross their eyes and shoot people for less. We must hold them until Lord Horshaphon arrives, Balxard, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Can I just punch him a little bit in the face? Like, just a little bit. I serve a higher power. Okay, so this guy's full of bullshit. And the Inquisitor's still just being a fuckhead, being like, haha! Oh, look, the knight with no emblem or house that he was represented to was actually a heretic. Look who's a big dumb fuck baby. It's you, Guliam, it's you! It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by the enemies of House Halenhart. They've used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Hey. Your lead knight had this. By the fury, a draconian rosary. Then a knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights, this has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, petitioning pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which brought you to Corthus, Balxarden. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. What a eloquent way to say go fuck yourself. Lord Haurchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenhart. Praise Halone if it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Balxarden. Pray, visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Balxarden. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Halenhart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Same. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corthus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night skies at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few? In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil, Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outside has been held by dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Balxarden. May Helone guide you. Oh, we'll see each other soon enough, buddy. We will see each other soon enough. Wonderful to see you again, Balxarden. Is there anything I can do to repay you? Name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it was Oh my god, I'm having a fucking stroke. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by a House Halenhart, and the chaos that followed the calamity of the Duranian hordes caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty... House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. Cravens who attempted to destroy House Halenhart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. Yay! Another group of people to put a target on my back. Hi-ho, hi-ho. We're off in the snow. You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Horchefant and Francel. Is it a likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. I know. How about I jerk off into these letters? Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboys. Yes, Sir Alboys can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Wait, no. I feel like it's really obvious that they had an Aetheryte here, and for whatever reason just removed it. Why the fuck is Alphino here? Sir Brunadir bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Maybe I will. What the fuck? Where is he? Is there like a set of stairs up here that I'm unaware of? What? Where's this asshole? Oh. Oh, and it's Sid. Are you here to visit a patient, sir? What's this? Letters of introductions from House Four Temps and Halenhart. With documents such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordonau. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just up these stairs. Letter or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You would best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Oh. Sir Gordon now permitted your passage. Very well, speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? No, but I'm just built different. We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Karthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sidnan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking something. Indeed it is, my lord. It is me! Heretic, dumbass! Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should happen to appear in white brim front but the three mysterious strangers? Cid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dun. A defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges their dragons from the Stone Vigil. We can't afford to wait that long. Cid, Belxarden, we must do whatever it takes to earn Drillamon's trust, understood?
And I will do everything to get in your way because I am stupid dickfuck McGee.
Oh, okay, it's downstairs. I love that the Inquisition, like, from moment 1 has just been like, ah, yes, that's right, we're insufferable pricks, what of it? You the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillamont's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Wouldn't be quality meat, 'tis true, but it's a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. I mean, I'm probably strong enough I could just kick their ass, but, you know, we do what we have to do, I suppose. You know, I'm curious, can I do this without... Cool. Like, yeah, I can use the item, but I mean, I might as well. I'm already vastly over-leveled because of how this shit works. Whew. Use your tail meat, nice and gross. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. That's cool. There's unique dialogue for that? Huh. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road. This should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here. And up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and that cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Give it here. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We had to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this god-forsaken waste. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Heloni's blessing be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Fortnight, you say? Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms. Yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Hello, Estinian. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Oh, I need to go back downstairs. Oops. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I've forgotten about the hard-working chirurgeons at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the halls. Mind taking this steak to Sonoda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Yeah, I probably should have guessed it was up here. Aha. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that... Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic! Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. eat all these now and just keep my inventory empty as I can. Might I have a word with you, Belxarden? It concerns the Chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lacked sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice spirits. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Well, hey, if you know, you know. Who am I to dissuade? I don't know. Whatever the fuck you plan to do. Huh. Gotta bring the cores back to Sid so that he can do some engineering bullshit. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Show me your core. I need to see it. Otherwise I can't craft to completion. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen it like it's like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it would be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Where thee the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Oh my god, their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. I am going to punch the shit out of you and make you fucking eat your teeth. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. It's almost like he's a heretic. I actually don't remember the storyline, so if he is a heretic, that will be even funnier. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guliman to get the stick out of his ass. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whiteburn Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure you can formulate a strategy from there. And then you can act on that strategy because Alphino will not become a real usable character until way later. Inquisitor Guliam? Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. A route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guliam rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Damn it, that sounds like something that a rather nice person would do. Okay, where the fuck is the other person here in the infirmary? Oh, it's probably someone in the storage downstairs, huh? Yep. Inquisitor Guliam, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Wow. Well, sure are quick to just trust the word of a fucking sociopath, huh? Under Inquisitor Guliam's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Uh-huh. That's what I always want. A guy in charge to be looking for more people to kill. That's always a good sign. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. They get one free pee-pee touch from any Ishgardian they choose. Once a week. Ugh. In case you have yet to notice that my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Ugh. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with that irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you received, Bulk Sergeant. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Guliam's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette, illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies not but a chasm. Assuming Sir Jolat is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least for me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Okay, I guess I gotta go out this way then. they got the last one, I'm sure. Oh, hey look, it's the actual Inquisitor who's dead. Well, ain't that just quacking crazy? Gee, I wonder if this fucking lunatic who's been trying to get everyone Deus Volted and murdered as fast as humanly possible is actually a bad guy. Wouldn't that be crazy? You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you've just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gulian. Newly come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Valksard, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Since Lord Drillamont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quickly to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony, that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Gelant with the evidence you discovered and see if that helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. I mean, there is a dead body. We could just, bring that up. And, be like, yo, if you're this guy, then who's this? Just saying, it's hard to, dispute a corpse. Right, that guy's actually down here. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor? Don't be preposterous. That can't possibly be the truth. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunella. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Interesting. You! I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray, move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. I doubt your words, you fucking douchebag. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Julat gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Gillette and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his term, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Julian to the infirmary and on his first night in Whitebrim, Inquisitor Guliam was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamon, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks, as I hoped they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halenart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, sir, I swear. Haloni, forgive me for not acting sooner. A suspicious box. How the fuck do I get up there? Oh, I just bring them to Drillamont. I thought it was... yeah. I'm just stupid. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There'd better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? You take me, the Inquisitor as a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Boxarden, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. The thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Boxarden. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Going to Snowcloak. Let's kick the shit out of this guy! You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Helone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My lord Drillamon, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guliam and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. What? Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I portray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillamon. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillamon, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Oh, I'll do just fine, buddy. Oh, what's wrong, Inquisitor? You seem to be getting the shit kicked out of you. Oh, I looked away for a second and he turned into a dragon. Stand your ground, 'tis but an illusion. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it cannot be! I can't lose! I'm the cool guy! Bye, bitch. My glamour's dispelled. No! Plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, white-brimmed fronts shall fall. Oh, my organs. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserve not better. Boxarden, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such things. Pray, visit me at White Brim Front, and bring your associates. Yeah. Please, game, just teleport me to White Brim Front. Don't put me here. God, fuck you. Like, come on, you know you want to have to walk all the way back because there's no fucking Aether right there. It's so fun. It's like, it's not. This is terrible. I hate you. Why would you do this? Alright, Alphino, give me this. Let me give you the skinny. Where have you been, Boxarden? The false prophet has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale that was always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once you have secured the Enterprise. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to be the one to fucking do it. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil, paid Lord Drillamon a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. No, you won't. You will literally stand behind me while I do fucking everything. Because you guys are, say it with me now, useless outside of cutscenes. Granted, that's just for Realm Reborn, and like, it eventually stops being true. Like, I do like Alphino later, it's just, he's so insufferable for fucking Realm Reborn. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guliam would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. Indeed. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor could I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruins have served as a Dravanian foothold in Karthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind their walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillamont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalain of your impending visit. May Helone guide you, scions. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Gonna go to the dungeon finally. Make some progress on the main story. And get through a Realm Reborn. Afternoon, sir. Hail, Bucks Arden. Lord Drillamont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. Huzzah! Well, while we wait for it to find me a group to do the Stone Vigil, I'm gonna take a quick little snack break here. And I'm gonna grab something to drink. I will be right back. That was a lot. That was a much quicker queue than I thought it would be. Well, we have a monk and black mage. We are going to destroy these poor bastards. I didn't mean to stun him, but oh well. Garbage. I do kind of miss the old Stone Vigil. Like, it really felt like one of the moments where, like, the game was just like, hey, you're kind of late into the game now, so we're gonna start taking the brakes off of the car. Like, you're gonna actually have to figure out what the hell are you doing now. I do not care. Let's see. Garbage and even worse garbage. Is there no do sex accessories not exist until like later dungeons? Look, it's the Enterprise. Yep, just beyond the enormous big-ass dragon. Oops, I fucked up my combo. Oh well. Yeah, I really do miss old Stone Vigil. Like, there used to be shit you had to care about in it. Nowadays, it's just nothing. We did it. And these are both terrible. And so is this, frankly. Which is unfortunate. Oh shoot, wait, I didn't. Another crystal. To put up my ass. Bugsarden, are you alright? Speak to me! Well be praised, I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. Like... I get that it's like he's just supposed to be quippy. I get it. But it's just like... God, he's such a shithead. Just such an enormous shithead. Like, my god. It's just absurd. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. Yes, of course, young shithead. You know what it is? Alphino is like how, I can't fucking think of his name. How his dad is when you meet him in Endwalker. Just an absolute fucking dickhead that is so up his own ass. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Joke's on you, I like it rough! We both know you've never had sex. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state. But if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. This is all so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Ah, it's no use. Let's go. Into crouching positions to keep us safe. You know. As opposed to having a lower deck to go to, or putting ourselves up against one of the railings and walls and holding on, or literally anything else. Ah, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Twelveswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. You still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Oh, right. I'm not going to be able to unlock any new skills now. It's all just what I've got. Until we're done with, this stuff. What is it? It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see, you propose to utilize the properties of the crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. Seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Balxardan. Oh, thanks, Alphino, you giant cunt! We speak of the manifestation of over-aspected aether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise could be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertaint? Lambertaint. I don't think I'm saying that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's just Lambertaint. Maybe it's Tent? But there's the I there. So it's Taint, or Taint. Who resides at Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that poor Marquise was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Bulxardan, I need you to return to Thanalan and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Here? Yeah. So, up above then? No? Okay, then he must be in here. Also, no. Where the fuck is this guy? Okay. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambertaine. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Professor Lambertaine is about... so rare is it to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit, to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man, at least take the necessary precautions, so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hahasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether in Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Okay. I think. Oh, it's so nice to be back in an area where I have like full mount speed. It's just truly wonderful. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. No. What have we here? A containment vessel. Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertaint. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Oh, What the fuck? Frabjous day. Kalu Kalei. That I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, O greatest of Professor Lambertaint's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Haha. Can I throw this guy off yet? Your timing is impeccable. In fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that aught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend into the deepest depths amidst the flowing waters, and the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Oh, just let me jump down, please. It would be so much easier. Now to make my way back up. I see, you've come galumphing back. Have you the crystal, then? What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lambertain will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Oh, come on. Come on. No, why did it... Soul bad guy. Isn't it SOL though? Maybe that was already taken. My keen scholar's sense tells me you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal... Ah, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal overflowing with wind-aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal? Again, what? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected ether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I am at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hahasako. But what is science if not trial and error? You can truly say that this failure has taught you... Can you truly say this has taught you nothing? Think, man. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable research for ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I have a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Siana? Yeah, we'll go with that. Siana claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenosia. Pharaoh Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Siana's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent way of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Aleport. Just 1 second, I need to put something in fridge here. There we
we go. Um. I think we'll just call that a stream then, because my game exploded. As always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time. I'll probably try to stream a little bit over the weekend, just to try and catch up a bit. We'll see. I don't know. I might also try to just keep my weekend days open, because there's a lot of new games that are coming out in June, and I want to play those too, but I don't want to give up on this challenge run.